Hello everyone. The class was not recorded, so I am doing this recording again. Okay, will be bit fast. So in today's session, we'll discuss about this account currency in GL Master. Okay, suppose let's say if we are creating any GL Master, by default the company code currency will come. Correct. So let me go to FS 00. Okay, if I give this GL account here in control data, by default the currency INR will come because my company code currency is INR. Okay, if I maintain currency as my, if my account currency is equals to company code currency, that is local currency, postings are allowed in all currencies. We discussed this earlier. Okay, if my currency is INR, my company code currency is INR, so then I can do postings in USD, GBP, EUR, all currencies. Okay, if my account currency is not equals to company code currency, okay, let's say USD, EUR, GBP, then postings are allowed only in that account currency. Okay, I created one 3004 GL account. Okay, with USD currency. Okay, if I mention any currency which is not equals to my company code currency, okay, then I can able to post only in this currency. For this GL account, I can do postings only in USD. Let's test this one. Okay, let me go to FB01. Let me give 21. Okay, so for this, okay, I'll give INR, that is my company code currency. I will give 40. I'll give 3004. This is my GL account with USD as an accounting currency, which is not equals to my company code currency. I can able to post to this GL account only in USD, but I am testing in INR now. Let's see. See, it will throw an error. Postings to account company code RS43 are only possible in currency USD. If you give any other currency, it won't take. Okay. So now let me try to do the postings in USD only. Yes, yeah. I'll try to give USD, so this time it will allow 43,004. Okay, see, now it is allowed. Why? Because this GL account was created in US dollar. Now I am doing postings in US dollar. Let me give 100 US dollar. See, by default this amount in local currency will come automatically. How this will come automatically? Using the exchange rate. For 1 US dollar, we have to maintain what is the exchange rate. Suppose in the current rate it is 96 or 97, right? 1 US dollar equals to 96 or 97 INR rupees, right? So we know outside, okay, this is the rate. But how the system will know that this is the exchange rate? Okay, for that reason, we have to manually maintain the exchange rate. Okay, using OB08 transaction code. Okay, let me go to, I'm not posting this one, I am directly going to OB08. Okay, let me do the update here. Okay, I'll click on new entries. I'll give exchange rate type as AM. Okay, valid from date will be 21. Okay, forget about this direct indirect, we'll discuss that. What is the from currency here? USD. Okay, what is the two currency I need to mention? INR. Okay, either we can enter value in direct quotation or in indirect quotation. Okay, what is direct quotation, indirect quotation? Let's check this image. Okay, 1 USD equals to, suppose let's say here in this image 83.50. Okay, this is what direct quotation. 1 USD is how much INR. Okay, what is indirect? 1 INR is how much USD? It is 1 divided by 83.50. This one was the indirect quotation. Okay, you have to mention either direct quotation or indirect quotation, both will behave same. It is correct, right? 1 USD equals to, if you maintain this one, or 1 INR equals to this one, both are same only, right? So that's the reason we have to maintain either direct quotation or indirect quotation. Okay, I'll try to give the rate here. Okay, 96.510 something. I'll try to save this one. Okay, the entry is already there because I told you, right, in the previous, the session was not recorded. There I have maintained. So if you save it, it will save. Okay, keep a note here. This exchange rate, okay, it is at client level. We are not giving our chart of account. We are not giving our company code, so it will be common for all company codes. It is generic, right? So USD to INR value, it will be same for across the all company codes, right? It won't be different for each company code, each person. The exchange rate will be fixed. Okay, 1 USD to INR, what is the rate? It will be common for all company codes. So that's the reason it is at client level. So here I am closing this one, but if you try to maintain it for tomorrow's date, it will allow. Okay, let's try to do it for tomorrow's date then. Okay, let me keep here 22. Okay, press enter. Okay, the exchange rate it is asking. Now I'll give the exchange rate. Okay, you see, for tomorrow's date I am maintaining, because for 21 I already maintained during the initial session. So I'll save it now. You see, the exchange rate got saved, 96.51. Okay, now let me do the posting. SA, I'll do USD 43,004. This is the GL account with currency. The 96, why it is 9652 is coming. I gave 21 or 22 date. Okay, let me go back and give 22, because for 22 we maintained, right? 21 is already maintained in the previous session. Okay, now I give USD here. Here 9651 should come. Okay, it is saying that date is in future. Okay, that's fine. 100, you see, 9651 is coming. Okay, let me give my credit entry as well. So bank. Okay, let me overview. Okay, 100 US dollar. Let me do the posting. Okay, let me click on display document. Here we need to understand two currencies. Okay, one is, this one is our document currency. Okay, or transaction currency. Okay, what is document or transaction currency? In which transaction you did the posting? In this case I did posting in USD, so this is my document currency or transaction currency. Okay, there is one thing called local currency. What is local currency? That is our company code currency. Okay, why we need to keep reporting in the local currency? Because our company is operating from India. Okay, so each and every transaction, whether you did in foreign currency or in any other currency, you need to report in INR as well, because our company code is located in India. Our currency is INR. Okay, so that's the reason you need to report. Okay, you need to report the balance, what are the transactions you did in USD. You have to convert that to INR and you need to show in your books. Okay, if you create profit and loss account or balance sheet with one currency UR, one currency GBP, one currency INR, if you create different amounts here, will it make sense? Suppose let's say 100 here USD, 200 GBP, 500 INR, 600 CNY. If you update balance sheet like that, will it make sense? What is the total value then? Okay, so whatever the transactions you did, okay, you have using exchange rate, you have to convert to your local currency. Okay, that is what we did. Okay, you can see here I have maintained, I mentioned here what are the document currencies. Okay, and what is local currency and group currency. Group currency will be our group company code currency or controlling area currency. Okay, this will cover in the upcoming sessions. For the time being, always remember local currency means our company code currency. Document currency, transaction currency means in which transaction code we did the posting. Okay, now using OB08, we know how to maintain the exchange rates. But in real time, there are n number of currencies, right? N number of rates will be there. Suppose if you have to do manually, there is a high chance that we may miss one or two decimals. There might be chances that there may be mistakes, and it will take time also. So that's the reason. Except every company will do automation. They will create their own custom transaction code. In that custom transaction code, what they will do, in real time we'll be getting the exchange rate file from the third party systems. Okay, the third party file system will be loaded using that custom transaction code via background job. Okay, every day the file will come, the job will run, the rates will load automatically. That's how the real time setup will be there. Okay, just prepare like this. In interview if someone asks how the exchange rates are getting loaded in your previous company. Tell them that we are getting file from the third party system. Okay, and we created one custom transaction code. Using that custom transaction code, we schedule a background job. So every day the job will run at 12 some time, okay, specific time. So the rates will be loaded automatically, and the table for that was sticker table. Okay, there are issues like if the exchange rates are not loaded. Okay, what could be the reason? The first reason is the background job may get failed due to some reason. Okay, in such case you need to go to SM37, check the job log why it got failed. If there any error, fix it. The other thing was the file didn't receive. Okay, if the file didn't receive, what you need to do? You need to coordinate with the concerned team, get the missing file. Okay, the file will be loaded to A11 again. Once this is loaded to A11, ask your basis team to rerun the job. Okay, the basis team is responsible for the jobs, right? So ask your basis team, hi basis team, today the exchange rate job got failed, the rates are not loaded into system. I connected with the third party team, they send the file again back to our SAP system. So please rerun the job again. Okay, they will rerun, the rates will be loaded and updated into our system. If it is urgent, suppose if that is taking time, the third person guy is saying that no, I couldn't able to find out the file, it is taking some time to get the file. Okay, in such case, if it is urgent, go and manually maintain for that one particular day using OB08 transaction code. Okay, so and there is one more thing called translation ratios. Okay, it is like one default configuration. This is like one time configuration for any currency and exchange rate type. Okay, so you no need to do this kind of activity again and again. So unless there is a, if your company is expanding its operations or business in any new country, all those things. Okay, let's say USD to INR, I'll give valid from date as today's date. You see the translation rates was maintained. Okay, it will be always 1 is to 1. Okay, you need to maintain this translation ratios. Most of the times it will be 1 is to 1. There might be cases like 1 is to 100 and 100 is to 1, such cases the business will tell you how you need to maintain. Mostly 99% it will be 1 is to 1, but there are cases 1 is to 100, 100 is to 1 will come, but business will explain you in such cases. Okay, so let me quickly see here. This is what we discussed, account currency. Okay, if your account currency is company code currency, then postings possible in all currencies. If my account currency is not equals to company code currency, then postings are allowed in only in that particular currency. Okay, you need to maintain exchange rates in OB08. The table is sticker. Okay, you need to give from currency to currency exchange rate type M. This is the standard exchange rate type, valid from date and exchange rate. Exchange rate we have direct quotation and indirect quotation. Okay, direct quotation is 1 USD to INR, indirect is 1 INR to USD. This is 1 divided by this value. Automatically this value will come. Okay, in real time how the exchange rates will be loaded, we'll be getting the file from the third party system. We have one custom transaction code or program. Okay, we need to schedule a background job for that custom program, then the rates will update automatically. This transaction ratios, it is fixed, no need to do this activity unless there is a requirement from your client, and this is very rare. Okay, if what if the exchange rates are not loaded? I told you there are two things. First, check whether the file is received or not. If the file is not received, coordinate with the concerned team to get the file and rerun the background job with the help of basis team. If the job is failed due to some background job issue, someone is logged the entries or some server issue, system issue, the job is getting failed, again no need to do anything, we need to request basis team only to rerun the job. If it is urgent, we need to maintain the rates in OB08. And we discussed about document currency, local currency. That's fine. We'll discuss this balance in local currency in tomorrow's session. Okay. Thank you guys.